Alright, hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rena, and today I'm going to be playing a game called Martha is Dead. So, I don't really know anything about this game. It's been on my wish list for a while. All I know, it is a psychological horror game. That's pretty much all I know. That's all I got. So without further ado, let's get into it. Please adjust the brightness until the image on the left is barely visible. Barely visible? Well, we want to be able to see it. I don't know what they mean by that. It's barely visible there. The story of Martha is featured characters are working on fiction. The game contains potential uncomfortable scenes and covered topics that may distress some players. The game is recommended for adult audience and carries the appropriate age rating. As an adult narrative drama, the game uses artistic implications that can be visually unsettling and may cause discomfort. It explains the complexity of human minds, psychological trauma, and self-harm. Viewer discretion is advised. This game is not recommended for players who may find depiction of mature scenes containing blood, dismemberment, disfigurement of human bodies, and self-harm disturbing. So depending on how this game plays, I may or may not post this. But I will play it for myself.
Ciao, sono Giulia K. Sono contenta che tu sia qui. Nessuno veniva più a trovarmi, da anni ormai. Devo raccontarti la mia storia, lo so, ma non so da dove cominciare. Ci sono così tante cose che... Dovrei iniziare dalla mia infanzia, ma di quel periodo ricordo così poco. Solo quell'estate, era il 29 mi sembra, quando fui mandata a stare dalla tata.
Tata, mi racconti la storia della dama bianca?
No, passerotto, non questa sera. Sta salendo la nebbia, vedi?
Sì, lo so che la dama uccide le giovani donne quando c'è la nebbia, ma perché è così cattiva?
Vedi, Giulia, la sofferenza e la paura ci spingono a fare cose cattive, anche se non siamo veramente cattivi.
Come i soldati che uccidono gli altri soldati. Mi piace la dama, ho deciso, tata. Poverina, soffre così tanto, però continua a farmi un po' paura, sai? Io sarò presto una giovane donna e lei potrebbe uccidermi. Uccide anche chi le vuole bene?
Certo che no.
Allora io mi sento più tranquilla. Io le voglio bene. E mia sorella Marta è in pericolo.
Marta è con la mamma. Puoi stare tranquilla. Ti mancano?
No, cioè, sì. Mi manca un pochino Marta, ma con te sto così bene.
Ora dormi, passerotto. Si è fatto tardi.
Sì, tata, dormo. Sognerò la dama. Era molto bella?
Era molto bella, sì, molto bella.
Allora io la sognerò bellissima. Io sarò bella? Bella come lei?
Tu sarai ancora più bella di lei.
Senti, tata, visto che la dama non mi farà del male perché le voglio bene, e visto che tu non sei una giovane donna, mi potresti raccontare la sua storia anche se c'è la nebbia? Ti prego, dai, o dormo, promesso.
E va bene, l'hai sempre vinta tu, piccola peste.
Can I just say the Italian sounds
Amavo
so
il
beautiful.
Papa e amavo quella storia. Ogni volta che la sentivo era come nuova e mi stregava sempre di più. Tutte le sere le chiedevo di raccontarmela, anche se mi faceva paura. Ancora oggi mi sembra di ricordare ogni singolo giorno di quel periodo. Com'ero felice.
Un'antica leggenda racconta che i laghi della zona sono abitati dallo spirito di una giovane donna, morta per mano dell'uomo che amava. Aspettava l'incontro galante fissando il vecchio albero sulla piccola isola del lago. Il desiderio, le speranze, ma ad aspettarla c'era la morte, non l'amore. L'uomo, disperato, confessò di averla uccisa per gelosia. E fu impiccato sull'isoletta dello stesso lago in cui l'aveva annegata. Nonostante le lunghe ricerche, però, il corpo della ragazza non fu mai trovato. Da allora il suo spirito, conosciuto come la Dama Bianca, vive prigioniero nelle acque dei laghi, disperandosi per la perdita dell'uomo che amava e che ancora ama. Quando si alza la nebbia, la dama può lasciare le acque dei laghi ed aggirarsi nei boschi, nella vana ricerca del suo amore. I cacciatori raccontano di sentire i lamenti di una donna durante le albe nebbiose.
Mi fa un po' paura questa storia, anche se la dama mi piace.
Smetto di leggere, passerotto mio?
No, tata. Papà mi dice sempre che la paura si deve affrontare. Vai avanti.
D'accordo, piccola. La dama esige la vita di una giovane donna, ogni qualvolta gli eventi risveglino in lei la memoria della triste notte in cui morì. Attraverso questa giovane vita che svanisce, per alcuni istanti la dama si libera del fardello del suo dolore.
What a story to tell a
Buonanotte,
child
tata.
Buonanotte,
as a
amore mio.
nighttime bed story. That's crazy to me. Let me tell you a horror story right before you go to bed as a 5-year-old. Sweet dreams,
Passai
sweetheart.
dalla tata quasi 3 anni. Poi tornai a casa e dimenticai rapidamente come si faceva ad essere felici. Fu dopo 15 anni, nel 44, che tornai a stare in quella casa e che... Stavo sistemando alcune macchine fotografiche nel bosco, vicino al lago. Un congegno che aveva costruito mio padre le faceva scattare dopo qualche minuto. Cercavo di fotografare gli animali, o qualsiasi altra cosa ci fosse in quel maledetto posto.
Ah, so you made a stand. July 16th.
Arrotolare il rollino. Aprire la macchina. Togliere il rullino vecchio. Mettere il rullino nuovo.
I'm guessing this is going to be important for the future.
Chiudere la macchina. Caricare.
Bro, I'm not going to remember any of that.
Attivare il temporizzatore. Ci siamo quasi. Devo solo mettere a fuoco l'immagine. C'è qualcosa sulla superficie dell'acqua. Se la inquadro meglio, forse riesco a vedere di cosa si tratta.
That's a body. That's a whole...
Ma è una persona. Devo aiutarla.
God.
Ero inorridita all'idea che qualcuno potesse essere annegato nel mio lago. Era il mio mondo quello. Ci passavo intere giornate a fantasticare. Mi perdevo nei miei pensieri e quel risveglio fu terribile.
I got you. I'm coming. I'm coming. Although I think it might be too late for you, but I'm coming. That'd be so terrifying to find someone drowning in the lake that you go
Notai
to all the
subito che
time.
indossava un mio vestito. Ero spaventata.
Your
Trascinai come
dresses.
potevo quel corpo privo di vita fino a riva, cercando di non annegare a mia volta. Capii di chi si trattava solo quando la sollevai tra le braccia. Era mia sorella gemella, ed era
Wow.
morta. Una cosa impossibile. Ero così disperata. Non sapevo più né cosa facevo, né cosa pensavo.
Wow. Mentally, you'd be
Devo
so...
stare calma. Marta non è morta.
That'd be so hard to look at. You'd be crying,
Non è possibile.
shaking her.
Non è vero.
You would not think it's real. I don't think so.
Tutto andrà bene. Marta, 26 febbraio 1923.
What are you gonna do? Why are you putting that on? Don't tell me you're gonna pretend that you're Martha.
Tutto bene?
Ti sei fatta male?
You're gonna be Martha
Cosa
and
stai
say that you
combinando?
died.
Vai, Eric, corri!
Interesting.
I miei corsero verso di me. Mia madre mi abbracciò. Lei che mi detestava, mi stava accarezzando. Il suo calore mi riempì di vita e il dolore divenne sopportabile. Mi sentivo protetta. Marta, stai bene? Mi chiese parlando lentamente per permettermi di leggere le labbra. Pensava che fossi sorda. Pensava che fossi Marta. Non volevo far svanire tutto. Così fece timidamente cenno di sì con la testa. Non mi resi conto di aver imboccato una via senza ritorno. Avrei dovuto far finta di essere Marta. Per sempre.
Yep. Interesting. I really like this little artwork in the loading screen here. It's very interesting.
Signore, vita di chi muore, sia il tuo sacrificio d'amore offerto per l'anima di Marta. Nelle tue mani affido anche il mio umile spirito, perché io possa ritrovarla nella luce perpetua e non desolatissima gemere nel purgatorio. Eterno riposo donale, Signore, e splenda la luce eterna.
I chose that option because they look like a pretty religious family.
Ricordi di accendere le candele in sala? La gente sta per arrivare.
La mamma ha sempre qualcosa da fare, per tutti.
We're gonna change it to English and see how it sounds this way. Sometimes it sounds better in their actual default language. We have subtitles, so it's totally fine, but sometimes it goes really quickly and there's a lot to read, and if you're not used to reading subtitles, it makes it a little harder. Oops, that's not what I wanted. It looks like there is a auto save and as well as like a pre-save of interest. I will say it sounds very nice in Italian though.
I don't need that right now.
God dang. Kind of startled me. Her voice sounds really, really loud in English.
I can't turn it off. We have to listen to the radio all of the time. Any news and announcements can be vital.
I'm curious to know if there's actually going to be any news on this, or is it just going to be all this random music that you can pick from. Need to listen to static. It's safer.
July 17th, 1944. Our family is deeply saddened and is thinking of you during this extremely difficult time. Ernesto E. and family. July 17th, 1944. Our hearts are with you and we share your grief in the wake of the tragic loss of your dearest Julia. Monsignor Attilio D.
Alright, so I'm not opposed to the English acting, voice acting. It's actually
July
not that bad.
17th, 1944, Ministry of War. Director General for Conscripts and NCOs. We are grieving over your sudden loss, and we send you our heartfelt condolences. The Lieutenant Colonel Rapporteur. An old painting. I find it so sad. It communicates a sense of deep solitude to me.
Observe an in-home object. Okay. Just random achievement. I love that I changed the music to like static and it was like, no, you're playing music now. So was she supposed to be the deaf one? Honestly, I didn't really get to read it. What is this?
Daddy's oboe. We were preparing a really nice duet together. On the rare occasions he's at home, that is.
Alright.
Daddy, Mummy, and my grandparents. It seems almost impossible that Father is a soldier. Mother
Why do you
would
say
have been
that?
more suitable if she wasn't a woman.
Oh, so your mom's a beast of a lady, is what I understood from
This painter
earlier.
was a friend of Grandpa's. I always loved his paintings. As a child, I used to look at them for hours. Daddy must be devastated. He loves me. I messed up and now I have to watch him suffer my death. I can at least light the candles and let him find some comfort in sleep.
Yeah, because she thinks that... Well, their parents think that it was her who died when now she's pretending to be Martha. But it was actually Martha who died, and the mom loved Martha. Oh, is that what we're doing? Lighting candles. was wondering what I was holding in my hand. Okay. It's interesting that she chose to go that route. She really wanted her mom's approval so much.
When you're done, can you come and get the flowers, please? Or send Martha if you like.
Never a moment's peace. Even at a time like this. She can't sit still for a second.
Oh, thank you.
Everything always has to be perfect with her.
Hello? Oh, is it the music?
Parla Londra. Trasmettiamo alcuni messaggi speciali. Felice non è felice.
Where am I putting
È
these?
cessata la pioggia. La mia barba è bionda. Parla Londra. Abbiamo trasmesso alcuni messaggi speciali.
What? I caught like the tail end of that. Where am I putting these? Looks like a person with a big old badonkadonk. Hold on, I can barely see my screen. Hold on. It's a gray day today for me, but it still has quite a glare. Right. Martha, where am I putting these flowers? Did you want them? Did you want them by your head or did you want them by your feet? I would assume that you wanted them in your hands. How did you die? Oh, right. There's... It said press space to find a point of interest. I have no idea where I'm putting these flowers. Oh. That's where I'm putting them. I'm sorry, I wasn't observant enough.
What's happening? Who closed the door?
Yeah, wait, why? What? Is it locked?
Erich, wake up. Do you think it's appropriate to sleep here? Of all places?
What? Yes. I must have fallen asleep.
His baby
What
girl
are they
passed.
talking about?
You can't stay here forever. Why don't you go to bed?
No. I want to stay with my daughter.
Your daughter? Your daughter? You have another daughter, you know. The one who's still alive. Remember?
What are you talking about, Irena? Julia is dead. What kind of comment is that? How can you?
You should be thinking about Martha. Julia harmed Martha. You know that, right?
Oh my
and
god.
as if that were not enough, she has now also abandoned her.
It's the same old story. Everything is always Julia's fault, isn't it? Her fault for Martha being deaf, and for you being infertile. Do you think it's the right time for this? Julia is dead, Irene. Dead. Someone killed her. Do you realize that?
Of course I realize. I get it. Do you think I'm stupid? No one understands it better than me. She always brought problems. Only
okay.
problems.
Okay.
It would have been better if she hadn't been born at all. You're crazy.
I'm the crazy one? Me?
Wow. But why would you want to
done
pretend?
this to get at me, yes. Your death is all my fault. All I could ever do for you was hurt you, Julia. My poor, sweet, crazy girl. What will I do without you? What will life be like now? All the time I didn't spend with you. But now I'm home. We can go fishing together. We can take pictures of butterflies.
Aww.
No. We can't do anything together anymore, can we? Nothing. I miss you, Julia. I miss you.
While American bombings continue to devastate the peaceful towns within the Elsa Valley, we have heard some tragic news from the area of La Ramola. The young daughter of German Army General Erich K. was murdered near her home. What possible reason could there have been behind such a cowardly act? This is what the Carabinieri, who immediately intervened, hope to find out.
Interesting. So, because Martha was actually deaf, it could have been like many things. She could have maybe just gotten to the wrong place and not
Mother
noticed that there
didn't
was horrible
seem
things.
to suffer from the situation.
Yeah, it seems
All
that way.
she cared about was that my death was so painful for Martha. But not having me around anymore must have been a great relief to her. At the end of the day, it was better for everyone that it was me who died. And it was better for me too that people thought that. But the guilt began to consume me.
Wow.
That's when I started having horrible nightmares.
So now you have to pretend that you're deaf for the whole time? Has lost her soul.
Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul.
I don't know, I just went with random words.
Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul.
Oh,
Martha has lost
wow.
her soul.
Okay, she's starting to look less scary.
Martha has lost her soul.
How did she
Martha has
die?
lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul.
They? Oh. Okay, I? Apparently. Stole. Her. Identity?
I stole her identity. I stole her identity. I stole her identity.
Okay, it could have gone both ways, both work. Life, identity. Back real quick. Thank you. Yes. Wear your face. Beautiful. I've always wanted to wear one. Let's just not look at that. Okay. Definitely a nightmare. I mean, she did both. She stole her life, but it's interesting. So, but the parents can't tell the difference?
It's just a dream. A horrible dream. That horrendous woman and the face of my sister. I wish all of this was a dream and my sister is just sleeping in her bed. Instead, her bed is empty and this is reality.
Can I move?
This is Martha and me at the festival of the patron saint. It was only a few months ago, and now...
It's a really cute photo.
Martha had asked for a picture of me to put in this frame. She wanted me to do one of those expressions of mine that made her laugh. Expressions that she couldn't quite imitate. She used to say that those were the signs of my soul. Can a photo capture the soul? Can I capture Martha's soul?
Aw.
Scary fairy tales. Everything seems to be scary lately. Yet everything here is so beautiful and bright.
Ooh, oh, we're gonna fix that. That looks a bit better, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely the motion blur. Except for now I don't know what any of the buttons are.
This is Martha's trinket box. It could contain something that will help to figure out what happened.
Oh yeah, you're now sleeping in Martha's bed. So interesting. Like that
Martha's
the parents
clothes.
can't figure out.
To me, wearing them will be like having her with me. Mummy will also be happy to see them. Or I could wear my clothes in the other wardrobe.
But let's say if you died, so if you're Martha and your sister had passed away, you're probably going to be wanting to wear your own, your
Can
sister's.
I be Martha without her clothes? Mummy never wanted us to swap, so I don't know how she will take it. I could wear Martha's clothes instead, in the other wardrobe.
I think if I was actually Martha, and let's say, obviously Martha is the one who died, but if you were Martha and your twin sister had passed away and you're the deaf one and you can't hear anything, and I mean, you want to feel a little closer to her because you just miss her, so you're probably going to end up wearing some of their clothes. Your mom wouldn't like it, but I mean, like, who cares? You're the one grieving.
I always keep my trinket box locked.
Can I lockpick it? Okay. Fine.
Oh gosh, if Mummy sees this picture, she'll throw it away for sure. It's me and Lapo. I want to see him as soon as possible so we can mourn Martha's death together. The butterfly collection that Daddy made for me.
Right, because he would think that you're dead. And if that's like your boyfriend.
Everything I need is always in my bag.
You have the bag, you open, carry. Okay. Objects are listed below. The left, objects, analyze. Now try selecting the key and the map.
The key to my trinket box.
Awesome. Yes, 'tis the key. Open.
Here is my diary.
Julia. Oh God.
July 12th, 1944. This is a new diary. We moved here today and I forgot my old one back at home. But
Oh, that
that's
sucks.
okay. A new chapter in my life, a new diary.
I
They
guess.
say they brought us here for our own safety. Daddy, the war, and everything else. Nanny gave us her house and she went to look after the mansion. It's weird being back here after so many years. I remember Nanny telling me the fairy tale of the Lady of the Lake. It's one of the few happy memories I have from when I was little. Nanny isn't here, and that's a shame, but Martha is here with me. I also get to see Lapo more often, which is wonderful. He's always hanging around here. Mum is thankfully too preoccupied with fixing up the house to worry about me. At least for now. July 16th, 1944. There's something creepy about the woods. Every time I'm at the lake, I get a strange feeling. Maybe it's the legend of the White Lady playing tricks on me. I get weird ideas. I think that there is this presence. Then I think I'm just being crazy. Anyway, crazy or not, I want to take some pictures. I'm not scared. In fact, I'd say I'm excited. I've made arrangements with Martha. She's coming to the lake with me tomorrow to set up 2 new cameras with timers, and we'll see what we can photograph. Not before a good swim, of course. To be honest, Martha doesn't like photography all that much, and recently she's gone off swimming too. But she does like spending time with me by teasing me. Then, when she gets bored, she disappears into her books, and I do my own thing. We feel right when we're together.
Aww.
July 16th.
Ah. Okay, we're gonna close that. Because that music was starting to get really creepy. Okay, outfit selections. We got the same exact thing on both sides. Just one is, how do you run again? Yeah, okay. Your mom will be happy with you, but I don't like any of those, so I'm gonna go with this green shirt because I like this color.
Yes, Louis. I'll be right there. I'm just going upstairs to call Martha down for breakfast. Fine, but I'm not sure we should let her sleep all day. What do you think? What do you say?
Flashing lights.
Okay, I won't wake her up. I'll just turn on her light. So when she wakes up, she'll know when to come down for breakfast.
They really think I'm Martha and I can't hear them. I need to be careful not to talk, or I will be in serious trouble.
Yep. You can't respond to sounds either. How does a parent not notice? Like, I understand that maybe as babies, but as they get older, they do different things, so they get bumps and bruises and cuts in different areas. So they're going to be different. You know, it kind of reminds me, there is a Netflix show. If I remember the name of the show, I'll put it in the description, but it has to do with twins pretending to share each other's lives as adults, not as kids, and the lengths that they went through to maintain that secret life. Okay, it's locked. Hopefully you know your sister's mannerisms enough.
It's locked. Strange. Why did they lock my room?
Wait. So if that's your room, there's no nameplate. Then why is there 2 beds in this room? I thought you both shared this one room. Okay, it's weird. This is a gorgeous house.
Martha's breakfast is ready. We can go.
Yes. It's getting late.
Did you leave the newspaper for Martha? You know how much she likes reading it.
Yes, Irena. It's on the table, can't you see?
And that camera, are you leaving it there?
Yes, Irena. Can't you leave it there for a few more days? Do you mind? It was for Julia.
Oh yeah, Julia.
I will take it away soon. I promise. The thought makes me so sad. Seeing it there is as if I don't know how to explain it.
All right. But let's go now. We have too much to do. We can't stay here all day talking.
I mean, life does go on,
Mummy
but...
is right, though. Martha always read everything. It's me who will now read the newspaper instead. They'll be out all day. The funeral preparations will take them a long time. Everything is more complex with the war. Over the next few days, I will see little to nothing of them.
Things to do. The frame. I must put one of my photos in the empty frame. I always said that Martha... I said to Martha I would, but never did. She would have liked it so much. And then the camera. But I mean, like, there's things that would totally change. Oh my god. Look how massive. Why is it inverted? Is that the lake? Oh. Look how massive this property is. Oh, as in log, as in like what they had said previously. So if you missed part of the conversation, let's read this newspaper because that was one of our things to do. Italian
Brutal
newspaper.
assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family, brutally murdered near her home. Carabinieri investigates. A possible political motive emerges. Martha was not killed by politics or war. She was killed by something much closer and much less clear.
I was wondering
I will
about
find
that.
out the truth.
I will say the controls are a little weird with controller.
First improvements in food registration. Bread rations increased by 50 grams per day as of April 20th. A kilo more every month of soup ingredients. Reforms to the treatment of agricultural workers and an unexpected distribution of jam.
Okay, that was not what
Julia
I anticipated.
Kay. Distressed but supported by faith. Irene the mother, Erich the father, and Martha the sister sadly announced Julia's passing. The funeral will take place in La Romola, Thursday, July 20th at 9:30 p.m., departing from the property of the deceased.
Okay, it's coming up.
Firm bulwark even in the skies. 159 aircraft of the Germanic defense shot down in 24 hours. Major Russian operation northwest of Jassy. Enemy convoy lost in the Mediterranean. 2 destroyers and 6 merchant vessels sunk.
Yes, I want this one.
Chocolate, a privilege for few people in these times. For Julia, to take more and more photos, Dad. I can verify that the camera is still working by taking a photo. I could photograph a sparrow. There are so many of them out here. There might be birds around the little wall in front of the house. I always
Probably.
put crumbs on it for them.
Yeah, it seems to keep crashing.
There might be birds around the little wall in front of the house. I always put crumbs on it for them.
Okay, sorry, my game crashed, so I had to restart everything. But I did manage to save it before it completely crashed. But I want to explore the house. Oh,
These are our vineyards. My father loved them so much that he constantly took photos of them.
So that's why him and Yulia bonded so much, because he liked taking photos. Okay, so that is for Martha. A little lemon tree. Super cute. I would love to have one. Oh, we have 2 of them. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to take photos, right? Why is this swinging? Right bumper. Let's go with Y. You're about to use... Some photos will have hidden items that progress the story. While holding the camera, the icon will appear to indicate points of photo interest. The icon will appear and become clear the closer you are. Use X to observe. Use X to see your camera and any filter attachment. Look for the subject you want to photograph and press X, or A, whatever, to continue, and then Y to exit the camera. Oh, I kind of want to... You are about to take up your first photo. Yay, another photo game! In the simplicity of the simulation, the photo preview displays the settings as you change them on your camera in real life. The viewfinder image is controlled by the second lens and only responds to focus. So, height. Ooh, wonky. For some reason I really like it like this. Oh my god, there's so much going on. Okay, use the panel controls to adjust focus and exposure aperture. So, right bumper. Oh shit, I didn't read the thing on the right. Hide the adjustment panel. Where you'll find all the camera add-ons. You'll be able to use different lenses. After closing this camera, adjusting the camera, right trigger to shoot. Okay. It kind of reminds me of, congratulations, you took your first photo. Cool. Nice and crooked photo. Love it. Wait a minute. It stopped moving. They totally wanted you to do that. See, it's doing it again. Are we not going to talk about how that swing was just moving on its own and all of a sudden now it's stopped? Oh, I can't get off the path. Can we talk about how stunning this looks? Especially in the daytime, then I can see everything. Look at that tree. Wow. So gorgeous. Here's some birds.
This is the center of our farm, but since we moved here, it hasn't worked like it used to. Security matters, Daddy says.
There's the bird. Property exposure. Bruh, the swing was so much easier. This is so hard. There's so many rules. I just want to take this damn photo. You're about to take a photo where the information featured of the story has not been correctly framed. You can... but, okay. Okay, too distracting is no longer...
A few moments later.
Can I zoom in?
Excellent. I've taken the picture. Now it's straight to the darkroom in the cellar to print it.
Perfect. Wasn't sure if the red means like you need
Daddy
to...
recently became a general in the German army. He used to take pictures on the front lines, but now he gives me the materials to take photographs instead. Now that Martha is gone, only this camera can fix my ideas and my memories. I can't allow myself to forget.
Alright. Okay, why is this running like ass all of a sudden? Anytime something happens. Ah, a cow. I've always wanted to see one of these. No, I'm kidding. I've seen many cows.
I was afraid of animals when I was little. I never approached them alone.
Ooh. Well, you sure did now. I don't mind cows, but bulls are a different story. Bulls are a little scarier. You sniffing? You sniffing? You stay over there. Look at the little baby. Oh, it's so cute. Ignore it. Oh my god, look at the little goats. Look how evil you can be. You seem so tame. I like this one and these ones over here. The generator is loud as hell. I don't know where we're going. I'm just exploring now. Farm life is not the life for me, but it looks beautiful to look at in the distance. My god, but like, look how gorgeous this is. Beautiful. It must smell like ass over here. No offense to you guys, but it's definitely your fault. Don't you make noises at me. There's nothing over here. Oh, they do speak. Yes, we can go on the bike for faster travel, but we don't really need to go on the bike yet.
I liked watching Nanny as she cooked. I always picked up loads of techniques.
I was gonna say, let's explore inside the house. I guess, oh, okay, it switches to turn on the light.
We are so lucky. In these difficult times, pantries are empty and people are going hungry. But with a German general for a father, food is never scarce.
I'm assuming the red room for photo development would be down here, which it looks like it's there to our left. This is a dress. Oh my god. I'm sorry. The quality keeps dropping around these areas.
These could be of use to me.
I thought so. That's why I picked them up. They looked like it was too important
Mummy's
to let them
sewing
stay
machine. She learnt how to sew because nobody else could do it to her liking.
It's one way to learn.
Mummy's medicine. Will they do her any good?
I don't know. She seems quite aggressive. What is this?
This fabric is not new to me, yet I do not think I have ever seen it in the house.
Interesting. I'm assuming it's wine and not blood. Because they got quite the wine cellar. My mom would be in heaven.
When I was little, these barrels seemed enormous. I thought I could live inside one.
Do still seem massive though. They definitely still seem like you could possibly make a whole room out of it. You can make a very quirky Airbnb with those. Anyways. I was like, I didn't do that.
Daddy set up his darkroom here. He doesn't take photos anymore because of his work, but photography is still his true passion. I'm allowed to use the darkroom when I want to.
Sick. But does Martha use the darkroom when she wants to?
There are 3 baths when developing photos. The development bath, then the first rinse, and then the fixing bath. The second rinse is done directly in the sink afterwards.
So you're gonna tell me how to do all the steps, right? Oh, so that's what that was. I thought it was some kind of weird torture device. Got it. when it was in the intro screen. So we're gonna place our photo. It looks so cool and creepy. I think this looks freaking scary looking in the negative form. This looks like a horror film. Perfect, okay. And then, right, and perfect. Then we change it, we put the exposure on, let it sit, let it cook, it's cooking. Beautiful, great, it's done. Beautiful. Now we have to make sure we do the right thing. Let's put it in developer. I'm a pro at this now. Okay, and yeah, we're gonna stop you in a few seconds. 3, 2, 1, stop. Ooh, almost came out overexposed, but it's beautiful.
Not a bad photograph. It seems that the camera works perfectly. Now I can take a self-timed photo for Martha's frame.
Okay, we're gonna put this one in the album, I guess. Hello? There we go. So where are we gonna take this photo? Did we miss this?
Lorenzini haberdashery.
Apparently.
5 meters of grey cotton fabric. 6 meters of white linen fabric. 4 meters of green satin. Delivered on June 5th, 1944. In the event of an issue, contact us on the number 6987. And this red fabric? It's not been mentioned. Could this also be one of Mummy's, or could the nanny have left it here?
That red one there? Who knows? Oh well. Do we put it back? Yeah, okay. You seem like a nosy little girl sometimes, so...
Oggi Bonsi, on the day of St. Alexis, the battle rages in the city tormented by Anglo-American bombing. Our Lady of Carmel, a company of the Falchium Regiment, counterattacked yesterday, forcing the French to retreat to Piazza del Mercato. The situation is currently under control.
Okay. Oh, before I go talk to you, sissy, let me just read this letter, this telegram, real quick.
Florence, July 15th, 1944. General Erich K. As per our prior agreement, we are sending you military encrypted communication material. The device must remain hidden and secret. Hail. Feld Mascherallo, Carl H.
Thank you. Oh.
What the hell? For a moment I thought I saw... No, that's not possible. It must be this whole situation making me see things that don't exist.
Probably. You also just feel sad that she's gone and... you're switching. We're gonna leave that room. So, oh, the photo. I was like, what?
Dante's Inferno illustrated by Dore. Always hanging cheery things.
Right? Jesus. Such morbid photos you guys have in your house. I feel like it was your mom's interest. So where do we want to take our photo? I feel like going by a wall would be interesting. To just make sure we get that showcasing of us only. Yeah, randomly the game just like, there's certain areas where it runs really smoothly, and then there's certain areas where it's like, yeah, just kidding, we're not gonna run smoothly at all. I'm gonna put it right here. We're just gonna put this camera back in her pocket real quick, and we're just gonna go upstairs, I guess. Are we not gonna eat the breakfast? Probably should do that. Oops.
Bread, butter, jam, and coffee. Martha's typical breakfast. I prefer honey and milk, but I'll have to adapt to her tastes, obviously.
Yep. Hopefully you guys like very similar foods, because that's gonna be annoying. So beautiful.
Yes, this is me. No one was ever able to tell us apart. But I never had the slightest doubt, and nor did Martha. It's strange how what identifies us most deeply is not visible to anyone. I was obsessively thinking about Martha and what had happened. But suddenly, a thought took control. The memory of that day at the lake was becoming more and more like a dream when, after awakening, the image becomes more and more faded. Could it be that the memories were a figment of the mind?
No.
Had I been the one that hurt my sister? I had always envied her, and now I had taken her identity. I experienced a suffocating pattern of thoughts. I decided to go straight to the lake to retrieve the film rolls. They would tell a different story, I was sure. But deep down, I kept hoping they would confirm my fading memory. Of course the door is locked. The keys aren't hanging on the lock as usual, then they will be in Daddy's study. We live in fear now. My parents are not going to let me go to the lake anymore after Martha's death. So this is the right time. I need to know. The self-doubt I feel is eating me up.
Well, I think I'm going to end it here, and if you want to know what happens next, let me know in the description below, and we will do a second part to this game. We are on a new chapter, so I think I'm going to make it chapter-based. I have a couple of chapters in each episode, but I think this video is long enough, so if you want to know what happens next, you're going to have to stay tuned for the next part, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone!